Hey, Julie Roussel here. Hey, welcome to Wacky Wednesday. It looks like I'm throwing my notes up at the last minute. Hey, welcome to Wacky Wednesdays, where you never know what the topic's going to be and sometimes what time I'm on. Ooh, I had to mess with the volume too at the same time. So hey, welcome to Wacky Wednesdays. Thank you for joining in, whether you are popping in live or catching on the replay. It's great to spend a few minutes with friends. So I just wanted to let you know that coming up soon in September, Wacky Wednesdays will be shifting to Sunday nights until November because I have a lot of away and home volleyball matches on Wednesday evenings, and I wouldn't be able to pop on until really late in the evening. So Wacky Wednesdays are going to shift to Sundays for a while, but they will return in November. As always with any of my videos, if you hear something that you find helpful, something that resonates with you in some way, would you please leave a reaction, comment your thoughts, or ask questions anytime in the thread, even just if you're popping in to say, hey. Share the video with anyone you think it might help. And PM me if you have questions or want to hear more. I'm always happy to share the things that I'm learning, and I hope that they help you. So hey, I see a few joining in here. Hello, I think it was Ashley. Hey lady, first time live, nice to see you. Hello Cindy. Hey Cindy. Ooh, I think I waved right back at you. Hey, I'm glad to see you lady. It's getting close to school starting here, so a couple last days of freedom. But hey, I see a few more joining in. If I happen to miss your name when you pop in, most of you know that my camera notes are set landscape style to the left, and I usually have a minor problem of my mind going blank every time the live button goes on. So what I usually do is I have my notes there and I tend to peek at them, and I might miss you as you come across the screen. So if you want to leave me a hey or a shout and let me know that you popped in, I'd love to welcome you. Hello. Oh, some more popping in. Hello, Diana. Nice to catch you live. First time, lady. Hey. Right back at you. So let me ask the question for the night. What is the best advice that you give your child for the new school year? There we go. Sorry, I had to wave back at someone. Well, would you please leave that answer in the thread? And would you give that same advice to everyone? Oh, I have to fix it. There we go. Including yourself. Well, there's a reason that I asked that question, like all the questions that I ask. But, when you have these experiences right in a row, you tend to notice things about them. But right now, most of our kids are either headed already back to school or they're preparing to head back to school. They have their supplies ready, their backpacks, their clothes, their shoes, their haircuts, and you give them some sort of advice on, how the school year is going to go. So, study hard or give your best effort, always work hard, turn your homework in on time, whatever advice you tend to give them. And, when your children approach you about playing different sports during that school year, or just switching to a new sport, like volleyball and baseball, for instance, you shuttle them to and from, games and practices, clinics. You get them the proper equipment needed for that sport. You tell them to listen to their coach, to give your best. But it's not like you ever for once say to them that they'll never be good and shouldn't be playing that sport to begin with, right? You never say that to your kid. And you wouldn't allow someone else to say something like that to your child as well. And then if you're having that same type of conversation with your best friend and he wants to, or she wants to head back to school to attain some skills for a job they have always wanted. What do you tell them? Do you tell them that they should go for it? Do you encourage and support them and tell them that they would be phenomenal at it? Or do you tell them that it's too late, they're too old, they're not smart enough for that, they're still, that they should stay in that crappy job, just to settle for paying the bills, that's good enough. yeah, I don't think that kind of conversation with your best friend's gonna go very well at all. Not at all. I mean, if you think about it, would you encourage or discourage your child from doing the same thing as your best friend? And after listening to those couple situations, you know, I realized a few things. That number one, it is never too late and you're never too old to grow, to learn, to challenge yourself, to just be the best you. You know, whether you're like my 10-year-old or you're my age, or even if you're in your 60s. Excuse me, I feel like I want to sneeze here. You know, second, that you should encourage everyone the same way that you want your child and want to be encouraged yourself. So you want to kick out that negative Nelly conference that you got going on in your brain, because boy, it gets ugly. Excuse me, sorry. And third, how do you know if you never even try? I mean, you really don't want to wait around for the next 20, 30, 40 years wondering what if and why didn't I? How's that going to work out? Still drinking water. So if you heard something that you found helpful, you know, that resonates with you, would you please leave a reaction? Even just pop in and say, hey, let me know you were here. I might have missed you. Sorry about that. Ask questions or share your thoughts anytime in the thread below. Share the video with anyone you think it might help. And PM me if you have questions or want to hear more on how some positive encouragement can benefit you in your life. It's sure been a huge benefit in mine. Maybe, just maybe, we should be encouraging ourselves and others the same way that we encourage and prepare our kids at the beginning of every school